right, guys, check it out. The final results are in. For about 17 months, I have been magnet fishing and collecting all of my scrap metal in a giant pile right here. Now, some of you guys might have seen a couple weeks ago, I actually went live and I moved all of my scrap metal into a dumpster. Then I had the scrap yard come pick up the dumpster, and then I just had to wait for them to send me the check. Well, today is the day because I finally got the check. I don't know if you guys remember, or maybe if you didn't see the video where I was loading up my scrap pile here. This thing was absolutely massive. You can still kind of see like the dark spot in the grass where it was. We had so much scrap metal, it was literally over the top of my head. And I don't know if you guys remember how big that dumpster was, but we filled the entire thing completely full. Now, before I show you guys the check and how much scrap weight we had and how much money we got, I'm actually gonna play some clips real quick of what the scrap pile used to look like before we loaded it up. Just so you guys can kind of get an idea of what the heck we had here, if you haven't seen that video. This pile was absolutely massive, you guys. Check it out. All right, guys, so after 17 months, this is what our scrap pile looks like, and it really doesn't even do it justice on the camera. I'm telling you, man, this thing is absolutely massive. Look at that. Compared to the dumpster, this thing is taller than the dumpster almost. We have so much metal in here, you guys. From the top, it looks like just a lot of loose, easy stuff. But once you start getting in there, it is absolutely loaded with some heavy stuff. And if we take a look in this dumpster here, this thing is absolutely massive. I can walk right up in here. This is head height, so I can't even hardly see out of the dumpster. Before we even get started here, shout out to Golden Iron and Metal. They actually sent me this dumpster right here for free. We got a lot of work to do, you guys. I'm not gonna stand around here anymore. Let's get this entire scrap metal pile loaded up into the dumpster. insane, you guys. I can't believe it took me 7 flipping hours to move this entire scrap pile. But I did it. I got the whole thing moved. The only thing left to do is move some of my keeper stuff into the shop. Check it out, my chickens are walking around eating all the zebra mussels, poking at all the bugs down there. You can just see how much area this spot took up. It's just a big dark brown spot in the grass. Absolutely insane, you guys. We had so much scrap metal. There's still quite a bit in here. There's like little wires and bits and pieces like that. But for the most part, we got all of the big stuff. Absolutely insane, you guys. Let's hop up in here and take a peek at what this sucker looks like. Check it out. We got a small little space right here in the front that could be filled up. I could just keep the dumpster here for a couple more loads, but I want this money right now, you guys. I want to buy a sandblaster setup, so we got to get this thing sent in. Absolutely insane how much metal is actually in there. Like, what the heck? Just unbelievable. I honestly did not think that we were gonna fill this thing all the way up, and we pretty much did. And just like that, you guys, I have this entire scrap pile moved into the dumpster. It took me a total of 7 hours to move this entire scrap pile into this dumpster. That was a flippin' workout, I'll tell you what. All right, you guys, so here is our final numbers. After about 17 months of magnet fishing and collecting all of my scrap, it looks like we ended up with 13,720 pounds of scrap metal total. But then it looks like they took off about 400 pounds for dirt and clams and stuff. And then it looks like they took off another 100 pounds for an oxygen tank I had in there. Apparently you can't send those in, I didn't know that. So we had a grand total weight of 13,220 pounds. Which came out to a total of $1,322. Holy smokes, you guys, we had a lot of flipping scrap. I'm not gonna lie though, that's actually a little bit less than what I thought it was gonna be. I was thinking somewhere between 15,000, maybe 20,000. But 13,000 pounds is not bad. And we got just over $1,300. And if you guys remember what I said I was gonna do with the check, I am actually gonna be buying a sandblaster and an air compressor. And then over on my second channel, The Fisher Farm, we are gonna be doing tons of restoration videos. I got tons of stuff that I've kept that wasn't scrap. I know some of you guys have seen the inside of my shop. I have a lot of stuff. And if we have a sandblaster, we can get right down to bare metal. We're gonna make some of that stuff look really nice. $1,300 should be plenty of money to be able to get us a setup. It might not be the biggest, baddest, best setup that there is, but it's definitely gonna get us started. And now my plan going forward, I'm definitely not just gonna start tossing it back on the ground. I'm actually gonna have the scrapyard come back out, drop off another dumpster, and then we're just gonna fill that thing straight up as we go. Not bad, you guys. We got the scrap pile cleaned up. We cashed her out. The river is a lot cleaner, and now we can buy a sandblaster and upgrade what the heck we got going on here. 13,000 pounds, $1,300. Not bad at all, you guys. As much as we have already pulled out, it's crazy to think that there is still tons left. We ain't stopping anytime soon, you guys. We're gonna keep the ball rolling. As I stand here right now, the back of my truck is pretty much full already. I'm already ready to unload my very first load for the year. Like I said, if you don't already subscribe to my second channel, The Fisher Farm, make sure to go subscribe because that is where I'll be doing all the restoration videos with the sandblaster. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. We got it all cleaned up. I'm gonna get the heck out of here for today. If you guys enjoyed this video today, please make sure to hit that thumbs up button for me and don't forget to subscribe. Make sure to stay tuned and I will catch you on the next one.